And we are underway as Bradfield squares up on that first pitch, the 38th meeting between these two clubs.
I mean, you know he's running. He knows he's running. It's pretty fun to watch.
Well, he will run back to the dugout, and there's that breaking ball you took.
Goodness.
94, 95, and 95 will send Keegan back.
I promise.
95 is smoked down the line. A fair ball off the bat of Luke Brown. He will turn the corner and wind up with a stand-up double, his 9th double of the year. The 3-1. That one's a little bit low, and that'll draw a walk. So first and second with 2 outs. To the right side and scooped up there by Dominic Keegan. Another high chopper to the right side. This might be a little tricky.
Safe.
And it is tricky. And Bulger the magician, or excuse me, Thomas the magician, able to touch.
He won earlier. There it is.
The old backwards K for Carter Loman.
No,
Would
thank
be your
you.
worst nightmare. Ground ball back up the middle, underhand toss. Nice job, Bowman to Napchick, and the inning is over. 1.5 down. Center field making catches, stealing bases. To the right side, Colwick. And that is an easy inning for
third. I was backing up the throw, and I thought it was a third out. I took my hat and glove off before I realized it was just 2 outs.
Oh, that takes it to the next level.
Has some room to grow, both from a strength and accuracy standpoint, but he just feels like he is going to be an extra special. It hadn't always looked like this.
Well, that was a pretty quick inning.
5 times in the last 15 years, and so it's just a special game between 2 elite programs. Hey now.
Dominic Keegan, speaking of elite, he just went yard oppo for the 8th home run of the season. It didn't look like he got enough of that, but it kept going and sailed over that right field fence, and the Commodores lead it by 1.
Well, he got blown away with fastballs in his last at-bat, and he didn't exactly get the head out here, but he catches this one deep, and I think there's a little tailwind towards right field. Look how deep he hits that ball. That ball is way back in the zone.
It's Loman. Got a bunch of ground outs early on, and now gets a walk.
They right on both of them.
And there's a 3-2 pitch that misses. And now there's 2 walks in the inning after the home run. The 0-2 on Nolan is a good one. And he gets out of that jam. But it's a 1-0 Vanderbilt lead as Henry Davis takes the first pitch he sees and lifts it in there for a base hit right in front of Jack Bulger. So the hit streak now up to 16 games. 7 home runs on the year. And that one hit him right on the ankle. So a walk and now a hit.
Picks to host along with South Carolina. We'll see what comes out early next week.
Well, this will get a run in, a foot race to the bag, and I think Little won it, but barely. But the Cardinals do tie it up on what was a tricky play over at first base. Davis is rewarded as he touches home plate. Now the second run will come in as that one scoots away from Rodriguez. And Benelis will swings over the top of that one, and they'll throw down. There's a walk. Ground ball. They'll try to go to second, and the bobble by Keegan allows Usher to make it to the bag.
Under the Cardinals column.
They had to shift on. Here's the throw home, and got him on the arm, out at the plate. Wow. Ground ball, back up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And it's a 4-1 Cardinal lead and 2 RBIs for Luke Brown.
Boy, and that's a big change in this game. The balk leads to 2 runners advancing the scoring position, and then Tim Corbin decides to move the infield in, so the range is limited. Carter Young kind of playing in that halfway spot. You can see everybody else is playing in. Carter Young still playing kind of half.
Bye-bye. I think that just hit the train. That is now on the 525 to Lexington. Wow, what a shot. A 2-0 fastball that is moving down the tracks.
Well, he was ready to get his swing off, Dave. He hadn't swung one yet all game long, and a green light special. And this is called launching one, folks. Watch him hang back here and get the head out. Look at that energy, stay behind the ball, and there ain't much to run for after a ball like that. A little bat flip action as that ball goes way.
You know that you can run him out there. Called strike 3. The inning is over, but a little bummed out would be an understatement. And that one is booted. Knapczyk just created his 10th error of the season and the 50th error for the Cardinals this year.
Worthy middle of the field. That is a playmaking middle of the field.
Swing and a miss. Jack Bolger out on strikes. That's out number 2.
Weekend.
That is a base hit shot through the left side past Dunn. And a base knock for Thomas, his second today. Hit pretty well out to left center. It is caught at the wall. Luke Brown with the catch to save a couple of runs. He's throwing 92 to 95 now. How many guys, a 94 there in the strikeout, but how many guys were throwing this hard in your college? Called strike 3. Nice work from the freshman out of the bullpen. There'll be some comments. For a nice breaking ball. Parker Nolan is retired via the K.
A couple years ago.
Ground ball through the left side and a base hit for Colwick.
But the big news for the Cardinals this past weekend was that Jared Poland and
big swing and a miss. That was a huge cut from Gonzalez, and he misses. Ground ball. This could be a tough play. They get it. Oh, what a nice job by Knapczyk. Another little chopper. Close play, but they get him at first. Inning is over. Caps that one. What do we got there? We got a little... Oh, that ball is hammered. I mean, hammered into the trees. My goodness. Spencer Jones just went yard for the first time this year.
Well, as good as that off-speed pitch had been up to this point, he hangs this one. And the long, lanky Spencer Jones lets him know about it. Just looks like a hanging changeup right down Broadway. Watch his front zone piece. Catch it out front and let it rip, big fella. That sucker sails into the trees
in 23 days. Ground ball over to third, and that'll do it. That's the longest stretch without a game here at home for Louisville. We'll just get you started with Henry Davis.
Oh, boy.
And this is what he does. Davis does it again. Number 10 for the Louisville catcher.
You don't hit 400 by accident, Dave Neal. And you're on. This dude is on everything. We saw him get a base hit earlier on a changeup. We saw him hit a fastball down the third base line that got robbed a rocket that could have been a double. And this is a hanging breaking ball, hanging changeup, something that was soft in the middle. Watch this front zone and watch him release the top hand to make sure that barrel doesn't roll. And that was a no-doubter. There's just not many places you can pitch him right now because he just looks like he's on everything and he's in swing mode. And why wouldn't you be when you've been red hot all year long? With only one AB left.
Called third strike, out number 2. Popped him up, right side of the infield, and Golwick is there to make the catch. So Vanderbilt guy, but it is ingrained into their program, and they don't vary from that very often, whether it's getting ready for a road trip.
Led the country in wins.
Sharply hit, base hit back up the middle. Young will hold up at second. I know, it truly is amazing. It's 2007. That was the year that Dan McDonald got this job. They need to play 3 times.
And their schedules aren't hard enough. They need to beat up more, don't they?
Remove our employees from the field. This one's hit out to center field, and that'll do it. Didn't take long. And the Cardinals will pick up the win 7-2.